In the fast-paced world of Silicon Valley, where innovation and disruption are the currencies of success, few stories resonate as deeply as the partnership between Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder and CEO of Meta, and his wife, Dr. Priscilla Chan. Their journey, which began in the unassuming halls of Harvard University in 2003, has evolved into a narrative that intertwines love, ambition, and a shared commitment to transforming the world. Priscilla Chan, a pediatrician, philanthropist, and visionary, has played an instrumental role in shaping not only Zuckerberg's personal life but also his worldview, softening his public image and steering their joint efforts toward global impact through the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, CZI. This storytelling piece explores how Chan's influence has been a cornerstone in Zuckerberg's life, from their serendipitous meeting at a fraternity party to their ambitious pledge to donate 99% of their Meta shares to philanthropy. Along the way, we'll delve into personal anecdotes, such as Zuckerberg's thoughtful creation of a sleep box for Chan, and examine how their partnership has redefined what it means to wield influence in the modern age. A serendipitous beginning. The Harvard Encounter. The story of Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan begins in 2003, in a setting that could have been lifted from a romantic comedy, a fraternity party at Harvard University's Alpha Epsilon Pi. At the time, Zuckerberg was a sophomore, already tinkering with ideas that would eventually birth Facebook, while Chan was a freshman studying biology. Their meeting was anything but glamorous. They found themselves waiting in line for the bathroom, a mundane moment that sparked an extraordinary connection. As Zuckerberg recounted in his 2017 Harvard commencement address, he was facing potential expulsion due to his creation of FaceMash, a controversial website that rated students' appearances. Believing he might be kicked out, he delivered what he later described as one of the all-time romantic lines to Chan: "I'm going to get kicked out in 3 days, so we need to go on a date quickly." Chan, a self-described science nerd, was initially taken aback by Zuckerberg's forwardness. In a 2014 interview with Savannah Guthrie on the Today Show, she recalled being appalled as a Type A student when Zuckerberg admitted he'd rather go on a date with her than finish his take-home midterm. Yet, there was something disarming about his honesty and intensity, qualities that would later define his entrepreneurial journey. Their first date marked the beginning of a relationship that would endure the pressures of fame, wealth, and global scrutiny. Despite their different backgrounds, Zuckerberg, a tech prodigy from a middle-class Jewish family in New York, and Chan, the daughter of Chinese-Vietnamese refugees who fled Vietnam by boat. Their shared values and intellectual curiosity drew them together. Chan's upbringing in Quincy, Massachusetts, was shaped by resilience and responsibility. As the eldest of 3 daughters, she often acted as a translator for her non-English-speaking grandparents and parents, who worked tirelessly to provide for the family. Her father ran a restaurant before transitioning to a wholesale fish company, and Chan grew up speaking Cantonese, embodying the immigrant ethos of hard work and community. This grounding would later influence her commitment to social good, a passion that would profoundly impact Zuckerberg. A long-distance love and unwavering support. As Zuckerberg's vision for Facebook took shape, he made the bold decision to drop out of Harvard in 2005 to focus on building the platform in Palo Alto, California. Chan, however, remained committed to her academic journey, staying at Harvard to complete her biology degree. Their relationship faced the test of distance, but Chan's steadfast support never wavered. She set clear ground rules to maintain their connection, requiring 1 date per week and a minimum of 100 minutes of alone time, away from the chaos of Facebook's early days. As reported by The New Yorker in 2010, these moments of connection included walks in the park, competitive rowing races, and board game sessions playing Settlers of Catan. Chan's influence during this period was subtle but significant. As Zuckerberg navigated the high-stakes world of Silicon Valley, turning down billion-dollar buyout offers from companies like Yahoo, Chan provided a grounding presence. Matt Kohler, an early Facebook employee, described her as a compass for Zuckerberg, offering honest feedback and a perspective untainted by the tech world's frenzy. Her role as a trusted confidant helped Zuckerberg maintain focus, even as Facebook grew from a dorm room project into a global phenomenon. In 2007, Chan graduated from Harvard and moved to California to pursue a medical degree at the University of California, San Francisco, UCSF. She rented an apartment near Golden Gate Park, and Zuckerberg would visit her most weekends, balancing his burgeoning empire with their relationship. Their commitment to each other was evident in their ability to prioritize personal milestones amid professional chaos. When Chan graduated from medical school in 2012, Zuckerberg was there to celebrate, just as she had supported him through Facebook's rapid ascent. A surprise wedding and a shared vision. On May 19, 2012, one day after Facebook's historic initial public offering, IPO, valued at $104 billion, Zuckerberg and Chan tied the knot in a backyard ceremony at their Palo Alto home. The event was disguised as a celebration of Chan's medical school graduation, catching their 100 guests by surprise. This low-key wedding, attended by close friends and family, reflected their desire to keep their personal lives grounded despite their extraordinary circumstances. By this time, Chan had completed her pediatric residency and was working as a pediatrician, a career driven by her passion for helping underserved children. Her experiences in medicine, particularly a formative moment at Harvard when she encountered a young girl with broken teeth at an after-school program, had ignited her commitment to addressing systemic inequities in healthcare and education. This perspective would soon shape their joint philanthropic endeavors, with Chan emerging as the driving force behind their shared vision. The birth of the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative. In December 2015, coinciding with the birth of their first daughter, Maxima Max Chan-Zuckerberg, the couple announced the creation of the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, CZI, a philanthropic organization unlike any other. Rather than establishing a traditional nonprofit foundation, they structured CZI as a limited liability company, LLC. Allowing them to invest in for-profit ventures, fund advocacy, and support innovative solutions to global challenges. They pledged to donate 99% of their Meta shares, valued at approximately $45 billion at the time, over their lifetimes to advance human potential and promote equality in areas such as education, healthcare, and scientific research. Chan's influence was central to CZI's mission. As a pediatrician, she brought a deep understanding of the systemic barriers faced by underserved communities, shaping the organization's focus on integrating healthcare and education. One of her flagship projects was the Primary School, a tuition-free institution in East Palo Alto, California, designed to provide holistic support to low-income families by combining education with healthcare and counseling. Chan's hands-on approach, meeting with educators, scientists, and community leaders, ensured that CZI's initiatives were grounded in real-world needs. Under her leadership as co-CEO, CZI has disbursed nearly $5 billion in grants and invested $300 million in scientific and community-building projects. The couple's commitment to philanthropy extended beyond financial contributions. In 2015, they donated $75 million to San Francisco General Hospital, where Chan had worked as a pediatrician, leading to its renaming as Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital, a decision that later sparked controversy due to public perceptions of their influence. They also partnered with organizations like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Bloomberg Philanthropies to launch initiatives such as Resolve, a global health program aimed at reducing deaths from heart attacks and strokes in low-income countries. Personal challenges and public openness. The journey to parenthood was not without its challenges for Chan and Zuckerberg. In a candid 2015 Facebook post, Zuckerberg revealed that the couple had endured 3 miscarriages before welcoming Maxima. Their openness about this deeply personal struggle helped destigmatize pregnancy loss, resonating with millions of followers. Chan's willingness to share such experiences reflected her commitment to authenticity, a trait that has softened Zuckerberg's public image, often criticized for being aloof or robotic. Their family grew with the births of their daughters August in 2017 and Aurelia in 2023, bringing new dimensions to their partnership. Chan's role as a hands-on mother complemented her professional ambitions, and she and Zuckerberg prioritized family time, often sharing glimpses of their life on social media. One particularly touching anecdote involves Zuckerberg's creation of a sleep box for Chan to ease her parenting stress. As a new mother, Chan would wake up to check the time on her phone, worrying about whether the children would soon wake, which prevented her from falling back asleep. Zuckerberg designed a wooden box that emitted a faint light between 6 and 7 a.m., signaling when it was time to get up without the need for a clock. This small but thoughtful gesture, shared by Zuckerberg on Instagram, underscored his devotion to Chan and their family. Softening Zuckerberg's public image. Zuckerberg's early years as Facebook's CEO were marked by intense scrutiny. From privacy scandals to accusations of monopolistic practices, his public image often leaned toward that of a cold, calculating tech mogul. Chan's influence, however, has been credited with humanizing him. Friends and colleagues describe her as a grounding force, someone who brings empathy and perspective to Zuckerberg's decision-making. Diane Taverner, CEO of Summit Public Schools, a CZI partner, noted that Chan is the person who really can be honest and give feedback to Zuckerberg, a role that has helped him navigate both personal and professional challenges. Public gestures, such as Zuckerberg's 2024 commission of a 7-foot-tall statue of Chan by artist Daniel Arsham, further illustrate this dynamic. The statue, unveiled on Instagram with the caption, "Bringing back the Roman tradition of making sculptures of your wife," sparked media attention and debate about its eccentricity. For Chan's 40th birthday in February 2025, Zuckerberg organized a disco-themed party and gifted her a custom Porsche minivan, reinforcing his wife guy persona, a stark contrast to the stoic image of his early CEO days. These acts, while extravagant, reflect a partnership rooted in mutual respect and shared purpose. Navigating criticism and shifting priorities. The Chan-Zuckerberg initiative has not been without its challenges. Critics have argued that CZI's focus on solving problems caused by social media, issues often linked to Meta's platforms, creates a conflict of interest. The closure of the primary school in 2025, after CZI withdrew funding, drew significant backlash, particularly from families in East Palo Alto who felt abandoned. Shannon Todd, a parent at the school, expressed frustration, stating, "For her to come into our community and give us the hopes of a better future for our kids and now just pull the plug, that is not fair for these kids." Additionally, CZI's pivot away from social advocacy and diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, initiatives in early 2025, following Donald Trump's second inauguration, sparked controversy. The organization laid off staff involved in community programs and ended its Science Diversity Leadership Awards, aligning its focus more narrowly on scientific research. Some former employees speculated that these changes were influenced by Meta's own retreat from DEI programs and Zuckerberg's desire to navigate a shifting political landscape. Chan's diminishing public role in CZI, coupled with rumors of her and Zuckerberg potentially stepping down as co-CEOs, raised questions about the future of their philanthropic vision. Despite these criticisms, Chan's impact remains undeniable. Her work with CZI has supported groundbreaking scientific research, such as the development of Transcript Former, an AI model for analyzing cellular data, and the establishment of the Chan Zuckerberg Biohub in Chicago to study inflammation. Her commitment to education persists through initiatives like the Last Mile program, which provides coding training to incarcerated women, reducing recidivism rates to zero for participants. A partnership of purpose. The story of Priscilla Chan and Mark Zuckerberg is one of balance, between technology and humanity, ambition and empathy, personal devotion and global impact. Chan's influence has been a catalyst for Zuckerberg's evolution, from a hoodie-wearing coder to a philanthropist committed to curing disease and improving education. Their partnership, forged in the crucible of Harvard's halls, has weathered the storms of public life, emerging as a model of how two driven individuals can align their talents for a greater good. As they look to the future, Chan and Zuckerberg continue to navigate the complexities of their roles as parents, philanthropists, and public figures. Their three daughters, Maxima, August, and Aurelia, represent the personal stakes of their mission to create a better world. Through CZI, they aim to ensure that every child has the opportunity to reach their full potential, a vision deeply rooted in Chan's own journey from a working-class immigrant family to a leader in global philanthropy. Conclusion. Priscilla Chan's influence on Mark Zuckerberg extends far beyond their personal relationship. She has been a guiding force in his life, shaping his priorities and softening his public persona. From their chance encounter at a Harvard party to their ambitious pledge to give away 99% of their wealth, their partnership exemplifies the power of shared values and mutual support. Despite the challenges and criticisms they've faced, Chan's legacy as a pediatrician, educator, and philanthropist continues to inspire, proving that her impact is as profound as that of her tech mogul husband. As they forge ahead, their story remains a testament to the transformative potential of love, resilience, and a commitment to making the world a better place.